Oh my God, why would they make him do it again? I'm so disgusted. Hey guys, it's your girl Alicia, aka GeekXX Chic, and we're here with a brand new series. We're diving back into the world of Game of Thrones. You know, on this channel, we've reacted to the OG Game of Thrones. We also have been doing, oh goodness, the other prequel with about the Targaryens. I don't know why the name of it just flew out of my head, but I'm doing that on this channel as well. And now we have another prequel, and this one is set apparently a century before what happens in Game of Thrones, and it's called A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. So yes, this is all part of George R.R. Martin's world. We're getting another spin-off before we're getting another book. But that's okay, because generally I do like this world and I do like the stories told in it. So I'm hoping that I am gonna like this one. Ready to jump into episode 1 of the series, which is called The Hedge Knight. But just before I do, please do hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can know when I upload reactions to this. And as well, if you'd like to catch an uncut version of this reaction, you can do so on my Patreon. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right now. Oh, that's sad. Oh, this is recent because his body doesn't look all rigor mortis-y. Is that your paw?
I don't know the right words. Ought to be accepting here.
They're not very nice.
You never beat me when I didn't deserve it.
Oh.
Fuck. Except that time in Maidenpool.
Okay. As long as you believe that.
Told you. What you?
Okay. Is this the only
Doesn't
father
matter.
he had? Apparently it doesn't matter because you remembered.
I'd leave your sword, but it would only rust in the ground.
I agree. Oh. Okay. Don't know how much time has passed.
That road ends in outlawry or beggary.
Have you no skills, mate? Big lad like you. Kind of built for labor.
King's Landing? Lannisport?
Go to the other side, the Eastern Sea. Oh, never mind, there's slavery over there. Dorne. Go to Dorne. It's a nice sword, though, to be fair. Would have been a shame to bury that.
Fits my grip as well as it ever fit his.
And he's not going to use it ever again, so don't feel any type of way, sir.
There is a tourney at Ashford Meadow.
Attorney? Will there be jousting? It's been a while since I've heard this song. We did not need to see that. Oh my God. Ever. We know you biblically now. Farewell, sir. Sorry your final view had to be this guy relieving himself in every possible way in front of you. It is a very beautiful burial spot, I have to say. Or at least it was until you literally shit there.
Hello there. You the stable boy?
Oh, little ball baby.
I know it's for all three.
He didn't answer the
Can you tend to them?
I could. I wanted.
You'll get a copper if you do well, and a clout in the ear if not.
He didn't say he was a stable boy. You may have no horses when you get back, and you're gonna deserve it.
Sit where you like.
This place immediately is giving me the creeps. I feel like they eat people here.
Roasted with a crust of herbs and some ducks my son shot down. Which will you have?
Both.
He's a big boy.
You're big enough for it.
I feel like that had a double entendre.
For the Tony yourself.
I dreamed of you.
Well, you are alive.
Stay the fuck away from me. Yeah.
Sure. That's a Targaryen emblem. Oh. Maybe check on that little girl upstairs with that guy, drunk, and a Targaryen.
Never you mind that one, sir. I'll see about your food.
You gonna lick it first like you did that cup? Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to be born in a time where hygiene was absolutely known.
Oi!
My lord.
It's not a boy's pony.
You seem
It's
pretty
as
chill.
as you.
Close your insolent mouth.
He won't.
You don't look to be a knight.
Yeah, he's like, I've seen enough.
Your belt's made of rope.
Oh, clocked.
Take me with you, sir. Please.
I mean,
You an orphan boy?
Are you?
yeah.
I was. Once.
Huh?
Till my sir took me in.
Okay.
If you could bring me to Ashford, I could squire for you, sir.
I was about to say, you
And you
might make a
could
good
teach me.
squire.
Best you can.
Just don't hit him like you were hit.
Every night needs a squire.
Facts.
You look like you need one more than most.
Yeah, this kid actually looks very sensible.
You're better off not squiring for the likes of me.
I mean, is it worse than here?
Sulk all you wish. I'll know you to scoop it up as soon as I'm gone.
And if he doesn't, it just occurred to me that Dunk did not have any way to wash his hands after relieving himself. Attorney! Let's go! Sorry, guys. I feel like this accent's going to be kicking in for the entire reaction, so bear with me. I don't know why I'm feeling it, but I am. You know, in another lifetime, you and Brienne of Tarth, you'll be competing against the children. Oh, yep. Been tall long?
A knight with a name, perhaps?
Dunk.
As he dunks them. That was very spot on.
A sword it is for a certainty.
Right.
But I've never heard of this.
What to say, is he
Penny
famous?
tree.
He always meant for me to be a knight one day.
Am I to be a knight one day, sir? As you are.
See if it's the truth. That's what I thought.
Served the realm with all my might, and I swore that I would.
I hate when people do this. I hate it. I hate it. It's disgusting.
Know what comes to men here who pretend at sacred oaths?
I'm not.
We hang you,
Oh.
lower you down, asshole first, onto a sharpened point,
Oh.
and fuck you dry. Call it the Ashford chair. So I ask you again. I'm bullshitting
Are
you.
you? That was a little too specific. Starting to sound like that girl on TikTok that rates food. That's one of the punishments we're going to hear next.
Think we're fending off some scourge of cottagers scuttling about entering tourneys?
Oh my God. Why would they make him do it again? I'm so disgusted.
Well, that means I'm to ward off every landed knight and sellsword vying to challenge. You understand? There are princes about.
Yeah, well, with the Targaryens as many.
If you'll speak to your good honour, bring him here with you before the tourney begins on the morrow. Leave your escorts behind.
As you say.
Fair. Uh-huh. I just know it's stinking there. Dunk! My guy. I felt that as a tall person. Come on.
What kind of knight don't got a stag?
It's a hedge knight, ain't it? What? It's like a knight, but sadder.
Oh.
Told me he's on a mission to turn the whole world red.
Well, we're already red.
So we are.
Wow.
Well, when do you expect Sir Manfred?
Whenever the hell he feels like it.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
They said, run away, little man. Bless him. He is definitely not a man who's seen a ton. I feel like it's not the first time he's seen ladies of the evening, shall we say, but...
A hedge knight was the truest kind of knight.
Did he? I need to see the flashback now.
Armor and horse, or his gold. Won't be sad then.
Maybe you should see what your competition looks like, sir, because I have a feeling you might be outmatched. Oh, damn, even the horse said no.
Said if we did win.
That's hilarious. Even the horse said, girl, no.
So you go, and now you blew out a cunt.
Oh my God, please put it away, sir. No one's challenging you here.
Yes, it is mine by right.
It's an odd thing to say.
Yeah, it is actually.
What matters is the edge, I've no doubt.
Yeah, they respect hedge knights out here.
Perhaps we should seek quieter accommodation.
Yeah, maybe you should go away from all these fools because they will definitely mess with you. I can feel it. Especially that guy. That's the kind of guy that is clearly overcompensating. Can you wash these? Why are these bugs following you around, bruh? That's what happens when you don't wipe your butt or wash your hands. Thank you. God almighty. Yeah. Did you wash them? You can't just beat the smell out of something. But at least you washed your body. I guess that's half a battle.
Well, it is of some urgency that I speak with him, so I may enter the lists on.
It means the joust.
Awful dangerous, that.
They said, we don't think you're going to survive, son.
Ain't that our job?
He thought she was dead.
You're meant to be dead.
Must you mock me? I was only asking for a bit of help.
That's true.
Sorry, lad.
But the second time,
We don't mean to mock you.
you did, though.
Be good to your body, knight. Last one you like to have.
That's true.
Ignoring looks askance. Perhaps he's only stupid. Holding
Which dragon is this?
should the dragon discover none but a man in great disguise.
Okay, you better give me that spoken word. And pyrotechnics? She's like, yeah, I bet you she's the one who actually created that. Ooh, we got a little crush dunk?
Osman! Osman!
Huh?
Do I look like a half?
Right?
I should not have urged you to try my cousin. You could have broken your hand or a knee if he could. He likes to batter men in the yard.
Clearly.
He did not break you.
Yeah, I'm his
I was
bud.
about to say, probably because you get in trouble for it.
You have the look of a challenger. Whose shield do you mean to strike?
Makes no difference.
That's what you're supposed to say.
He's like, spill the tea.
You hungry?
Probably always.
Always.
When you're that size, you burn a lot of calories and you probably never get enough food, unless you're rich.
Lionel Baratheon. The Laughing Storm, they call him.
Ah.
I thought he'd be bigger.
Legends always make it sound that way.
I've had a profound thought, if anyone would care to listen.
No, not at all.
And they say it was this country's first ever joust. Well, I say. Fuck was it gonna say?
Oh, Jesus. You stopped the music for this?
Who was it?
Exactly, the cough. Can we turn the music back on, or?
Fuck it. 100 gold to the man, beast, or god who sticks me best. Go eat your birds!
So you literally interrupted us so you could feel profound for 20 seconds? Yeah, break it on down, sis. I mean, sir, you stand out. You can't blend into a crowd unless you are wherever the giants are from.
You ever been punched in the face before?
Multiple times.
Big men get punched more than little men. Did you know that?
Yep. People like to big fights with people who are big all the time. It's actually rather sad.
Is that why you slouch? So you don't get punched.
Also, so it doesn't hit my head.
Where I grew up, you learn to go unnoticed is all.
Exactly.
The 7 above gave you tallness. So be tall.
I'm not against that.
What have you brought me?
Huh? I just got here.
You wish to curry my favor, son. And yet you come with an empty hand.
Is that what he came here for? But you did come and eat some food. You don't even know where it came from.
Bauble, from his family sellers, for he understands that all men, in their way, wish only for your help or your head.
So the Baratheons have always kind of been jackasses,
You
huh?
come for my head, then.
Bro.
What?
I like things of value.
Then why the fuck?
That
are you
part.
in my tent?
That part. You didn't ask enough questions there, buddy. Eating his food, drinking his wine.
So supper.
Mm.
Do you like dancing?
Doesn't everyone?
Well, you may as well provide entertainment if you didn't bring up anything to pay for dinner. It's a good thing that, you know, all these Baratheons are pretty much party animal drunks. Oh, you're learning. What sort of dance is this? It's feeling very violent. Were you supposed to do that? His feet are like size 25. Okay, you. Okay, Dunk got some moves though. He said drop it down low. Man, party like a Baratheon, huh?
This
He's wearing the crown.
Yeah, it's best not to agonize.
I agonize a lot. I think I agonize too much, and I just end up agonizing over that.
Welcome to having anxiety.
You've trained sword and lance with the finest masters at arms in the realm. What chance do I have? Truly.
That's up to you.
Well, you have no chance
I mean, right now, that's true.
to test oneself against a worthy foe.
You could learn something, assuming you don't die.
And I won't be able to ransom back my own horse.
Poor people tings.
So what should I do?
You're asking this guy for advice?
I don't know.
Yeah. Homie's been kind of gliding by in that Nepo baby
Really
stuff, you know?
drunk.
And there's that. I kind of like that Dunk's genuineness kept him from getting what could have been a very awful evening. He definitely stumbled into the right tent.
He serves your Lord Father to hunt the Vulture King in the Red Mountains.
Oh, you recognize the Penny Tree person.
But Sir Erlen took a wound in your father's service.
Do you think he cares about that?
The Lord Father took 800 swords into those mountains.
Yeah, there you
We've forgotten men who reaped much more than a wound.
go. Yeah. This is rich people.
I will not be allowed to challenge unless a knight or a lord will vouch for me.
And what does that to me?
Yeah. Eat the rich, you know? Maybe it's a blessing? I don't know. We haven't seen him fight yet, so I don't want to like discount his skills. The good thing about someone this size. Uh-oh, your camp. Oh, the boy followed you. Hey, sometimes you got to make your opportunities.
What are you doing?
I mean, he came. You didn't take him.
Well, you best find another one.
You can't make me go. I'd had enough of that inn.
Now listen, I'll have no more insolence from you, boy.
I think you will.
You need to ride all the way to King's Landing.
Mm-hmm.
I made the fire, caught the fish, and groomed the horses. I would have raised your pavilion, but I couldn't find one.
He's cute.
Sooner sleep under the stars than in some smoky tent.
He's poor.
What if it rains?
He gets wet.
Trees leak.
This kid is smart, bro.
So
I think you need him. He seems a little bit more knowledgeable than you.
Sir Dunk. That's no name for a knight. Is it short for Duncan?
Indeed.
Sir Duncan the Tall.
Like it. That
Never
works.
heard of him.
Well, of course not.
You got a name, thief?
Egg.
Egg.
He does look like a little egg right now. But why doesn't he have
By
hair?
rights, I should beat you bloody. Send you
It's
on
okay
your
that
way.
he doesn't. I'm just curious.
But you look as though you don't eat much.
Probably isn't fed much.
I'll let you serve me for the tourney.
He's endearing.
After that, well, we'll see.
You'll have none of his insolence, huh?
You'll have clothes on your back and food in your belly.
Good on you, Dunk.
Food, salt beef and salt fish, but
It's
you
food.
won't go hungry.
Mm,
I promise not to beat you.
thank you.
Yes, my lord.
Oh,
Sir,
this sir's fine.
I'm only a hedge knight.
Not only, you are a hedge knight. Don't let those rich jerk-offs diminish you, sir.
All the other knights are in their pavilions by now,
Mm-hmm.
staring up at the silk instead of sky.
This kid's a poet.
A clout in the ear.
You and your clouts. You're not going to touch him.
So the luck is ours alone?
Exactly. Got him. Dunk is very childlike. I think that's why he disarms people. As long as the weather's nice, sleeping outside is not that bad. All right, that is episode 1, The Hedge Knight. Solid introduction. I think we're all pretty familiar with the world of Game of Thrones at this point. Where we would have been, I mean, gosh, it's been so long since I've watched Game of Thrones, but the Seven Kingdoms would all still exist at this point, and they would have actually, but yeah, they still would have been there. This sounds like this is before the Targaryens unified everybody, so they're all kind of, you know, independent at the moment, but I'm trying to remember, God, it's been so long, and I have not read like all the supplemental stuff, but wasn't it something along the lines of like when the Targaryens showed up, they made everybody serve them, but they allowed the kingdoms to kind of still be their own little thing, like more like vassals. And I think that's kind of where we're at right now, right? Because the Targaryens were doing, yeah, they would have been, yeah, they were definitely already here. And we saw the Targaryen symbol for the guy at the end. So anyway, point being, we know the world, Seven Kingdoms exist. We're not sure where Dunk is from yet. We actually know very little about him as far as his overall story, but I feel like this episode was really to establish who he is as a character, as far as like his personality, kind of the overall potential motivations that he has. And they really gave us a lot of insight into his thinking, which I think is nice, because a lot of times in TV shows, unless you have an inner monologue going, if it's that type of show, you really have to see what's going on to kind of gauge what a person is thinking. And that often doesn't happen until you've had like at least 5-6 episodes of a person. And again, I don't know how many episodes this is. I have to check to see. I'm thinking no more than 8 to 10. But anyway, you know, we don't want to necessarily have to wait too long if it is a limited series. So all that to say, I really like that the writers had Duncan speak out loud a lot. Duncan, I'm calling him Duncan already. They let Dunk, you know, speak out loud a lot of his thought process, which is helpful for us as the viewers to understand really, you know, how his mind works. And what I picked up is that he very much is a naive person. I don't think he's gullible, but he is very naive. And again, I don't know if that's just because of the fact that his benefactor kept him protected, or if it's just because his benefactor never took the time to teach him more. But I have a feeling that despite the fact that what we got in flashbacks of his knight was that it seemed like a rather abusive relationship, the fact that Dunk was genuinely saddened at his death and, you know, did shed tears and very much did seem like he didn't know where to go from that point, I do think that there was a semblance of affection there. And if that's the case, it's very possible that while it's clear that his knight was not overly affectionate, at all. I do think maybe he did his best to, you know, keep Dunk out of harm's way. And that was kind of important because of his size, quite frankly. You know, we saw that Lionel very much called out the fact that someone of his size probably gets challenged a lot and possibly gets into a lot of fights. And that is so true. Anyone out there, if you are a taller person or you have a bigger body size, you probably have experienced, especially men, they often get challenged to fights because of their size alone, even if they are not at all imposing or trying to start a fight. People just like, and I'm going to say it, it's usually people who are quite on the petite side, shorter men, tend to want to pick fights with bigger guys, especially if those guys are not, you know, walking around trying to pick fights. So anyway, but the point is, I do think that Dunk's had a very sheltered life in many ways. And now we see that, you know, at the beginning of this episode, he lost his master and he really didn't seem to have much ambitions of his own. And that's probably, maybe that was by design. Like, I get the sense that maybe his master didn't encourage him to have too many ambitions. And that could be for many reasons, honestly. But yeah, Dunk didn't know what to do when this man died, right? He didn't have plans. He didn't, I guess in his mind, maybe he didn't really think he was going to die, right? Anyway, he basically was like, what do I do? You know, what's the next step for me? And so the tournament, he figured, why not, right? That's what knights do, right? They fight in tourneys, or they serve a house, or that's pretty much it, really. You know, I'm thinking about the Game of Thrones world. Literally, they either serve a house, serve a knight, or they get famous for like doing things like this, right? So he doesn't have any noble blood in him. You know, I don't think he's attached to a particular kingdom or house. And since he is in fact an orphan, like we don't even know his last name. I don't know if he knows what house he's from. So again, I'm very curious about some of Dunk's background. I don't know if we're gonna get it, but yeah, as it is right now, he, you know, he doesn't look like he has any ties, is my point, to any noble houses. So he's gonna have to, if he really does want to become a proper recognized knight, he's gonna have to build a reputation for himself, because that's the way you did it back then, right? If it wasn't through your family or through your money and connections, you actually literally had to prove it either through war or through tournaments like this where you get titles and recognition for your abilities. And then inevitably you probably do have to serve under somebody of note to really start to build up those accolades. Because as we saw in Game of Thrones, you know, it's once you became a very well-known and respected knight, your life was pretty good. It wasn't perfect, but it definitely got a lot better. So yeah, right now we see that all Dunk has to his name is 3 horses and the clothes on his back, maybe a bit of money that is left, and that was it. So he's trying to do this whole tourney because he just wants to kind of hope that it's going to lead him in a direction, and he discovers it's not as easy as he would have thought, because you need to have someone to vouch for your knighthood for you to even get into it, because there's royalty that's going to be in this tourney, and they're like, we don't want cutthroats, we don't want basically the poor riffraff competing in this, because you could win and get some nice stuff. And that's the way it'd be. You know, rich people rig their stuff all the time. They don't want to lose. So he's trying to figure out a way to get recognized. And once he actually gets to the tournament grounds after meeting Egg, who we'll talk about in a minute, you know, the series of things that happens to him, from him trying to find the knight that he thinks might recognize him, and then discovering the hard way that like his knight was nowhere near the top of the ranks, and that unfortunately, despite his size, he's rather forgettable. I think this whole interaction was kind of to show us a bit of like this wide-eyed innocence that Dunk radiates, right? Despite his size. Even the way he's, you know, the way that he's dressed, I think is also very disarming. But yeah, we see that first when he's dealing with the prostitutes, they're kind of just, you know, teasing him because they realize that he's probably just a country boy who's never really experienced things like this before. And, you know, I love that he recognized after he walked away from them, he's like, I know they were looking down on me, but I'm not gonna like, you know, I'm not gonna give them a response like that. I don't need to clap back, so to speak. And then when he meets them again, and they once again make fun of him, and he just basically, instead of, you know, getting mad or calling them names, or, you know, because we know back in those days, you know, they were very rude about how they spoke to women, especially women of their profession. Instead, he just kind of says quietly, like, you know, you guys don't have to mock me. You know, it's, you know, I just asked for help. I haven't done anything to earn your derision. And that gentle response is why they got motivated to say, okay, you know what, we didn't mean to. They did. But, you know, effectively, that was their way of apologizing. That type of energy, I think, is going to be very interesting as we go through this show to see how much of that Dunk is able to retain. Because we know that this is a brutal world. in Game of Thrones, right? This is not a very warm and fuzzy world for anyone, but right now that warm, soft, disarming energy, I think is served Dunk pretty well. And again, I don't know who's going to feel like they can take advantage of it or who's going to feel like it's not like the right place for it, but it'll be interesting to see how he navigates that, because like I said, that's the way it was with the prostitutes. And then later on, when he stumbles into the Baratheon tent, and of course he's, trying to blend in, and of course, he's a good head and shoulders taller than everybody in there. And we see that Lionel Baratheon's like, no, come here. Like, the fact that you're trying to act like you're not as huge as you are is actually funnier and more distracting. And I really love the conversation that they had this episode. I think it was probably one of the most important ones of the episode, because first of all, when he says, he's like, do you get hit a lot? And of course he's like, what? He's like, not really. And he's like, he's like, when I see people your size slouch and hold their heads down, it's usually because they get hit a lot. And we saw in the flashback earlier in the episode that the knight, Dunk's knight did slap him a lot. Like, that's pretty much the only memory he seemed to have of him, is him just beating him. And considering the size of him, the fact that this man did that was kind of crazy. But anyway, it was true. But also we hear Dunk say that, where I come from, I learned it's better not to stand out or not to be seen, right? So between him being an orphan, which I'm guessing that in his younger years before he was taken in by the knight, he was probably abused regularly. And then he gets the knight who, again, beats him whenever he feels like. So yeah, unfortunately with his big size, he felt that it was better to, avoid being seen and noticed so that he didn't have to pick up that type of negative, experience. But I also think when you're that tall, the sad reality is, as I said, people tend to want to pick fights with you. So the more you can kind of like, not be noticed or seem like you're bragging about your height, the less, confrontation it'll likely bring into your life. And I mean, I'm talking about like this day and age today, people who are tall and broad go through it. So anyway, I really love what Lionel said though in response to that. He just said, the gods gave you your height, so stand tall, right? And I kind of like that. Like, it reminded me a bit of Brienne of Tarth, right? Like Brienne, she was absolutely bullied and ostracized because of her larger size and height for a woman especially. And I love that at some point she met, oh my God, it was a Baratheon as well. Yes, it was. You know what? I'll give the Baratheons that. I will give the Baratheons that. I can't remember his name right now, but the youngest brother, Baratheon, he was the one who told her in one of their chance encounters that, you shouldn't hold your head down. You shouldn't be embarrassed. Like, God made you big. Great. You're big. Love that. Lean into it. What can it benefit you with? Like, look at the benefits of your height rather than trying to change something you can't change. Right. And from that point forward, that's when Brienne wanted to become a knight and began to like love her height and her size and realize that it was good for something. Right. And not just something that people could mock. So anyways, that just hit me, that Baratheon connection. They just are nice to tall people, I guess. But anyway, so I really love that he told him that, like, you shouldn't have to slouch. You shouldn't have to try to make yourself small, which is like the bigger message, I believe. Like, if this is what you were born with, it's what you're born with. Now, what can you use it for, kind of thing. So I love that part of the conversation. And then I love the conversation that they had later when Duncan was trying to tell him, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know like where to go or what my ambition is now that I don't have the things that I need, that I think I need to become a successful knight. And effectively, Lionel was like, you just got to do it. Like, in the end, everything you do is a gamble. Every chance you take is a gamble. But like you said, if you can test your mettle against the best, it's going to be worth it. If nothing else, for you to learn where you need to improve. But I understand that, Dunk's like, I don't have a lot to lose here. Like, unlike you lose a attorney, you can replace whatever you give up very quickly. But if I lose all that I have, I can't ransom it back, right? So I love that Lionel's like, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm a rich kid. Like, I'm a Nepo baby. I really don't know what else to tell you. But I just really like that by the end of the evening, Lionel was really addressing him as kind of an equal and not just some country bumpkin. And again, I think that's attributed to that gentle, disarming energy that Dunk has. Because even that exchange where he's like, you came to my tent, you're eating my food, drinking my wine, and you've got nothing, no tribute for me. And Dunk's like, I know, I came for dinner. Like, no one told me about any of that. I wasn't even trying to get your favor. They brought me here. I was hungry. Like, so innocent, so completely guileless, right? So in the end, Lionel's like, I can't even be mad at you, bro. It's like kicking a puppy to be mad at you. Never mind. So anyway, I really like that whole interaction. I think it was a nice moment that Dunk needed after a pretty dark week. And then we see that we ended the episode. Well, other things that happened of note. One was that he saw the girl who is putting on the play about the dragons. He definitely was enamored of her. So I think she might factor in some way later in the season. And then secondly, Egg. adorable little egg. Oh no, they did call him a boy. I was saying, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but we saw that the person inside of the inn called Egg a him. But I'm just listening to the voice and I'm wondering if maybe Egg's hiding a secret, but we'll see. Either way, Egg was the stable boy who wants to be more. And at first, of course, Dunk was like, no, you know, you're not going with me. You're better off here. But as I figured out, Egg's pretty precocious and he found his way to the tourney and even figured out where Dunk was going to be, considering. And I guess it's not hard to find Dunk, right? He's the tallest guy there. So I thought that was really, that alone, the fact that he managed to do that all by himself, I'm like, you gotta let him stick around for a bit, Dunk. Like, that's pretty, the initiative, the bravery, the determination. And again, Egg has shown that he's very smart. Like for his age, I'm thinking he can't be more than 10, 11. Very astute, very observant, knows more about what's going on in the Seven Kingdoms than Dunk does. So he needs that squire. He needs that squire bad. In exchange, you know, Egg gets to have an experience in a life that he probably wouldn't have otherwise, particularly because he's an orphan, right? So yeah, we'll have to see how their adventures go. I really like that Dunk took him in and didn't, you know, try to send him away again. He was kind of like, all right, well, since you're here, I don't have much, but I'll give you what I can and I won't hit you. So that's about all you can ask for. Sadly, at the Game of Thrones world, that is a golden opportunity. So anyways, I feel like that was definitely a good intro to the series. We have a good idea, kind of the kind of person that Dunk is. I'm interested to see how he's going to be when he starts fighting. He's going to get in this tournament somehow, I think. I'm not sure how exactly. Maybe Baratheon's going to vouch for him, but I'm very interested to see how he is with that sword, because he said he was taught to fight, but already he was saying he doesn't think he can go up against the people that are already established knight. But as I said before, with someone of his size, he may not necessarily have all the skill, but I can tell you he can probably hew a man in half. So if he does hit, much like the mountain, it's gonna hurt. So we'll have to see. I'm looking forward to the next episode. I enjoyed this one. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along. If you did, please show some love and I'll see you in the next one.